turmeric, chili, galangal, garlic and shallots, and stir-fried it for 3 minutes until fragrant. You then add the coconut milk, and then you just allow that to come to the boil, and then you simmer it to reduce. So at the moment I'm just adding the coconut milk. Smelling so good, so good. And then we're going to add the fish to that. Stop. After about 15 minutes of simmering the curry sauce, I'm now adding the fish sauce and 6 or so curry lime leaves. I'm just going to stir that in. The curry lime leaves is going to give a magnificent aromatic flavour. And then, having added that, I'm also going to add, well, it needs to be 2 tablespoons, but let's call it the juice of 2 limes, just squeezed into the mixture. Straight in, no mucking around. There's 1, 2, here she goes, and 4th quarter. I can smell that lime juice already. Alrighty, stop. We're going to add the kingfish cutlets or fillets, whatever you choose. I'm just going to leave them whole in chunks, because once they're cooked then they'll be easily separated with a pair of tongs. So I'm just laying these absolutely sensational looking fish fillets, kingfish, into the curry mixture. Having simmered it and allowed the sauce to reduce, and then I'm going to simmer it uncovered for about 10 minutes. And I'm going to put the lid on and allow the heat in the baking dish to keep the recipe hot until it's time to serve. Now I'm going to put the clean plates and grills back into the barbecue, and we're going to do the next part of the recipe, or the next part of the next recipe I should say. How good is that? And it's smelling absolutely fantastic. It's so hungry. Stop. So with this recipe, as I've said, you need a firm white fleshed fish. In this case we're using kingfish, and you can see it's not quite cooked. So because part of the fish is actually standing above the level of the curry paste, it's a good idea, say after 6 or 8 minutes, just to turn it over, so the top side can then experience being cooked within the sauce. You can see that it's substantially cooked on the bottom side, looking really great. I can tell you that this smell is driving me to the brink of insanity. I haven't had any breakfast yet. So in another 5 minutes or so it'll be cooked through. It's only just on the brink of simmering, just around about 95 degrees centigrade, 100 degrees maybe. And in this case I've got 2 burners on underneath the baking dish, and they're on medium. So you could set it over 1 burner, symmetrically over 1 burner, and have that burner on a little bit higher. So it's a matter of just experience. So another 5 or 10 minutes I'm going to put the lid on and turn it off, and that'll keep the heat in for ages, so that even up to an hour or 2 hours later it could still be served hot. Finish. So we can tell the fish is cooked now, because if I just part the sections of flesh, you can see they're just about cooked all the way through. So what I'll do now, when the fish breaks apart easily without any prompting like that, then we can tell that the curry is ready, and then we just flip that up, put the cold lid on, let it continue to cook through for only about 1 minute. Put the hood down, and then we're going to turn these 2 burners off and just let the residual heat in the sauce cook the fish through, and then heat the lid so the whole thing can be lifted out, and then the next recipe prepared on the plate or grill. Okay, so I'm going to lift it out. Make sure it's not too hot to carry. On a timber platter, lift the whole thing up, nice and warm. On the table, and look at this.
When is everybody else alright?
Chris, what do you reckon?
Oh, look at that.
Smell that. So good. Alright. So here we are in sunny downtown Newtown. There's a view of the city skyline. The meal, when it's finally prepared and served, on a bed of rice,
I know. Yours hangs around.
together with a green bean salad. So we've got kingfish
I
cutlets
reckon that lady down the road.
on steamed rice or saffron rice. Beautiful aromas of chili,
Killed him.
garlic, ginger and coriander. And here are the hungry hordes devouring it on the world's most magnificent lifestyle barbecue.